Hey, my name is Vera Praveen and you are watching Win Quantum. Welcome to day 16 of the Affirmation Challenge. So, today we are going to practice a very important topic in our life. In the hustle and bustle of the life, right? When you keep on running around trying to manifest things and you find lots of information on social media everywhere. Do it this way, not that way. That way is wrong. This way is not right. This way is probably the right one. If you do this way, you will get double the speed of the manifestation and all those things, right? And many times you are just confused because there is so much information. And on top of that, the daily situations, right, you are facing in your life, daily challenges. I think your attention, total attention, sometimes goes to those challenges only. And you are so involved, so engrossed in those challenges that there are many good things happening in your life, but you don't pay any attention to them. Ultimately, you realize at the end of the day, every day, if you notice how you feel, you start feeling more overwhelmed. You start feeling more like things are not working in your life. However, if you impartially look at the whole situation, then you understand that that's not true. Yes, there are one or two things you are working on right now and they are not done yet. But there are many other things, however small or subtle they may be, that are working well, but you never pay attention to them. There is a student, right? She asked one question, right, to the teacher. Teacher, I have 10 things going on right now. 8 are not going well and 2 are going well. So what should I do that all my 10 things start going well? And the answer is very simple. Focus on those two things that are going well. Now, if I say this right, many of you oppose that. This is exactly opposite to our common popular belief, right? We only focus on the things that are not doing well. And sometimes we even offer resistance when someone says something like this. How can you say this? If I don't focus on those 8 things which are not working well in my life, how will they get completed? Those two things are already doing well. Why should I put focus on those two things? This is your question, right? But there is a deeper reason behind this thinking. The reason is we put focus on those things which are working well in your life to create that vibration, to create that sense within you, to create that hope, to create that feeling that things are going well in your life. And now, with that feeling, with that emotion, with that vibration, you start attending to other things. It's very likely that those things will also fall into place. But these things have to be practiced. They cannot be justified or proved by argument or analytical discussions. Unless you practice and experience this, right, you will never able to understand the power of it. That is why don't focus on the logic behind how all of these things are working. When you experience it, right, you will get more belief in the tools that I am providing. So now, having said this, I invite you to look into your life. What is that bothering you? I am sure there are one or two things that are really bothering you, maybe more, and you are so involved in those things that you can't see anything else. Like a horse with blinders on, it only looks straight ahead. There are other good things happening surrounding you in your journey, right? But nobody notices them. And I bet you that many of you are feeling bad right now just because one or two things are not working well. But if your life, but in your life, there are so many things, other things that are working well. And if you don't believe me, make a list. Just make a list. Make a list of things that are going well in your life. And now, many times, we are conservative when we try to make a list of things that are going well. Why? Because this is going well. I know this is already, right? Why do I need to acknowledge it? Why do I need to recognize it? This is what many people say. Remember, you will only recognize it when it becomes a big problem. When it is working well, you don't recognize that. That is your problem. A very simple thing working right now well in your life, maybe let's say you are waking up early or you are reaching somewhere on time. Very simple thing, right? And it's working very well in your life. Everywhere you go, you reach on time, sometimes even before time. And then when I ask you, this is something great that's happening in your life already. Don't you think this is something you should recognize or acknowledge? You may say that. Most of you say, why should I go on time? So what's the big deal? People are saying like that. It becomes a big deal when you can't go places on time. It becomes a big deal when there are important things to handle and you don't reach there on time. But because it's happening already, you are taking it for granted. Why? Because your focus is on something else which is not working well in your life. So you forget about this thing which is already working well. Unless you are grateful for the things that are already possessed by you or the things that are already working well for you, how can you even expect to attract good things or the things that work into your life, right? Because once you achieve all those things, you will again forget them. You will never remember them. You will never feel gratitude for them. Then why should those things come to you? Because you are not paying gratitude for something that is working now, right? So how, why should the thing, other things should come? 1 minute, let me adjust my light. It's hitting my eyes. Now fine, right? The same thing, they, those things will ask or vibrate. So today let's do our affirmations in a very very specific, simple, powerful way. Now again, remember, the way we do affirmations is not just chanting. We have to feel it. Feel it completely, deeply into your heart and into your entire body until they become a vibration. And that's the best way of practicing affirmations. So today, affirmation is, there are so many good things happening in my life. There are so many good things happening in my life. Repeat once again. There are so many good things happening in my life. There are so many good things happening in my life. Please repeat it. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Now check, how does that feel? If there is a resistance from your mind is trying to take your attention to something which is not working, and it's telling you, hey, don't you know there are these things in life that are not working? You should focus more on that, not on the things that are working, right? Acknowledge the resistance and bring your attention back to what you are doing. There are so many good things that are already happening in my life right now. There are so many good things that are already happening in my life right now, right? Now, your mind will always look for reference points. So give it a reference point. Think about things that are already working well in your life from morning to evening. Just check the last 24 hours. And I am sure there are so many things that went well. Maybe you finished something on time. Maybe you were recognized for doing something good. Or maybe you helped somebody who was in need, who is in trouble. Maybe you received some money from somewhere. However small that may be, even if it is 1 rupee, $1, whatever it is. Or perhaps you reached everywhere on time. Your health is doing well. If you start digging, you will find so many such things only in the last 24 hours. That is why, right, we have a gratitude challenge in our community. Every day we join as a community and we do this challenge. We mention 10 things that we are grateful for on this day. So I am talking about the last 24 hours only. Forget about the past. So one by one, remember them and keep chanting. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Now feel it. Once you give a reference to your mind, now you know that there are so many good things actually happening. How would you feel? Feel it. There are so many good things already happening in your life right now. There are so many good things already happening in your life right now. Now feel it even more, and even more. There are so many good things happening in your life right now. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Now start feeling a bit of gratitude in your heart. Why? Because if there is so many good things happening in your life, don't you think it's a situation you need to be grateful for? It's worth feeling grateful for that, right? There are so many good things already happening right now in my life. Think about your children. Maybe you have a beautiful children. They love you. They give you a hug and say, I love you, daddy. I love you, mom. Whatever, right? Do you know there are so many out there who are waiting desperately for their children to say, I love you, dad, or I love you, mom, or just to have children, right? But this is working well in our life, but you don't notice. Why? Because it's already there. So, what to notice, right? That's the wrong way of looking at things. Notice it, acknowledge it, and be grateful that you have a children and they express love. Come on, let's start feeling again. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Did you eat something in the last 24 hours? Yes, right? Do you know where? Do you know there are thousands of people who are desperate to get a meal, 2 meals a day, or at least 1 meal a day? Many of them don't even get 2 meals a day. Now, with that reference, don't you think you should acknowledge and recognize this as something that's going good in your life? Yes, right? Feel it. Come on, feel it. Feel it even more. Be even more grateful and say, there are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Oh my God, there are so many good things already happening in my life right now. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Do you travel by your own vehicle when you go to work or go outside somewhere? Yes, right. Do you know there are thousands of people who are manifesting car, a scooter, a motorcycle because they don't have it, but you have it. Don't you think that's something you should acknowledge and be grateful for? There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Now feel it in your entire body till it becomes a vibration. Continue repeating it again and again, again and again. And every time you repeat, think about more of those things that are working well in your life. All I am trying to do here is to turn your attention from problems to blessings. Turning your attention from problems to blessings. And when you turn your attention from problems to blessings, you will start feeling good about the whole thing, your entire life. Your feelings, your vibrations will change. And now you handle things that are not working well. You will easily able to go through them and find a solution. So remember, chant throughout the day. Okay? There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Do this with a playful practice. Wherever you go, right? Somewhere you see things are working well for you. Something clicks at the back of your mind. Keep chanting. There are so many good things. Oh, look at this. This thing's also working well. Oh, look at that. That is also working well. How about this thing? This is also working well. Oh my goodness. This is all going well. There are so many good things already happening well in my life right now. Now, here is your homework. Promise me that you will do this minimum 100 times today. And after you practice it, tell me your experience. Leave a comment below the video so you can inspire others as well. And remember, this practice doesn't end here. This is a vibration. Now you start chanting this with feelings, total involvement. You start feeling better, and then you decide you will continue doing this because this is something good. Instead of saying this, instead of staying in this state of overwhelmingness, boredom, anger, fear, or anxiety, it's much better to stay in this state thinking everything is working well in my life. And it's not just thinking, it's not just wishful thinking. This is based on facts. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now, right? I am breathing thousands die every day, but I am still breathing. Something may not work perfectly in my body, but there are many parts in my body that work perfectly well. Yes, there are some challenges in some of my relationships, but there are so many relationships that I have that are working perfectly well, absolutely well. And I feel loved by many people, and I love many people as well because there are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Yes, I have so many challenges, right? Sorry, I have some challenges in my job, but hey, I am getting a paycheck, right? I am working there. I am work in progress. There are thousands right now who are so desperate for a job, but I have one, right? But even I am not grateful for it. I have a job, but I'm not grateful for it. That's too bad. That's the problem. There are so many good things already happening in my life right now. Okay, so promise me you will practice it, and I see you again tomorrow with a new challenge. Take care, and thank you for giving me a chance to serve you better.